My name is Josue Manzanares, and
I'm Nicole Manzanares.
We recently moved to the area about a year ago. We were looking for a church, right? As a kid, we all were raised in a Christian household, kind of, got away from the Christian way. And then once we started having kids and married, and once we moved out here, we were like, okay, we really got to find a church that we can, go to, every Sunday. And
Father's Day
that's when I came.
Was your first time coming, and Pastor Steve wasn't here. I was like, whoops.
When we come here, we feel like we're learning, every Sunday. And that's big to me. Like, before coming to church, it was like a task, It's like, oh, we got to go to church today. And coming here, it's like every Sunday, you want to get up and go to church. The kids love it as well, too.
Yeah.
Before I accepted God, me and Pastor went out to have lunch, and he asked me, he's like, hey, did you have you ever accepted God? And I said no. He was telling me, accepting God is, the first step. He asked me, he was like, what's holding me back? And it was really just, I felt like I wasn't prepared, or that I should be a certain way before I accept God. And I remember him telling me, he's like, making a decision is the first step, but after that, God helps you, along the way, and gives you the strength to, be better. You don't have to prepare yourself, before you accept God. And I just told myself, you know what, I'm gonna stop making excuses, and I'm just gonna do it. When you go somewhere new, you kind of have your guard up, but that kind of like lowers, your guard. I accepted, God. Like, my wife could tell you, like, I'm not an emotional person. Like, I don't, show emotion or definitely emotional, that day. And I think that having that, sense of, home, here kind of help, get to that, next level.
I'll speak for myself. So for me, I've always still maintained a spiritual relationship with God. So even though I wasn't as much in the church house, I'm always going to live stream. I can name a million pastors that I may follow or have podcasts that I listen to still be spiritually guided. But I wanted to really extend the Christian experience to my children. And so if I'm live streaming from home, they don't really pay attention. They're gonna go and do their thing with their toys or whatever. So that's how I feel like God was kind of pulling me back into church, because I wanted my kids to have the experience. I had a great experience. My grandmother was an evangelist, and I used to joke, oh, we were just in church 8 days a week, but it was fun as well. We did a lot of things, and I wanted my kids to have that experience. That's how I feel. I feel like God used my children, of me wanting them to have the experience that I had in raising, to get me back into church and rededicating my life.